Hi, y'all. Happy Friday. What are y'all up to today? I'm going to wait for a few people to get on, but we're going to be talking about um, how beauty as well as leveling up can be a double edged sword. Okay, a lot of ladies who have leveled up have noticed how a lot of people change, how a lot of people treat them, the things that they're expected to do, or the things that are automatically thought about you. So, knowing that, you gotta know the good with the bad. Hey, you got a new cat? Wonderful. So, knowing the good with the bad is it comes with the territory. So, it's just like anything. There's always going to be good and negative with the bad, negative and with the good. Okay. So, growing up, you know, your parents tell you one thing, but they don't really prepare you for life. Okay. Um, hey. And we can't blame them, but we can take responsibility for ourselves. So I know that I was never prepared to deal with what I had to deal with growing as an adult. I never was prepared for sexual harassment on the job. I was never prepared to how to handle men that were coming on to me when I was underaged. I was never prepared to handle any of that. Um, I was never prepared to, what to do in that case. So, with all this sexual harassment stuff going on, I said I was going to remake my video on why I quit being a mortician and rename it Being Sexually Harassed at Every Job I Ever Went to is the reason I became a gold digger. But that title was too long. And I believe that people click on that old mortician, why I quit being a mortician video, thinking it was going to be something gross and ghastly. No, the dead people were fine. It was the live people that was the issue. Okay. So sometimes your looks, and you don't even have to really look all that good to be sexually harassed, but still, just being a woman. And sexual harassment happens to men too, especially if they're a good looking man. So if it weren't for sexual harassment, I might have been a pick me too. I might have been Bob the Builder chick too. And I'm not saying it was a good thing or a bad thing. I'm saying I made the best of it, learned from it, and figured out how to flip it. Okay. Now, since I was 15 years old, I worked. My first job was a hostess at like a breakfast place, and I was only 15. And I was sexually harassed on that job by old, bald, ugly dude, my boss. Okay. Um, I quit. hmm And he wanted me to go into the back office and have some dessert with him. Oh, you need to come talk to me. You need to come. Thank you, Jolynn is looking at somebody for too long sexual harassment. I don't know, but it will make him feel uncomfortable. Okay. So so I would never go in that office. I'm like, no, I'm on a diet. No, I don't want no dessert. No, 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 no. And he was like, he looked like gross. Okay. So I quit and well, I started getting less hours. So I quit. You know what that was about. When they start giving you less hours, they want you to quit because I wouldn't go have dessert in the office at 15. Okay. And I didn't know any better. I didn't tell my mom that because I just went and got another job. So then I went to work at Mickey D's. Oh, okay. I'm Mickey D's, ain't no problem. Everybody got that ugly uniform on and them ugly hats. Ain't nobody gonna be looking at me up at Mickey D's. But still, I look good every day because that's just who I was. You know, go in there looking cute. But you didn't even have to look cute to get sexually harassed, is what I'm saying. But it happens more so if you do look good. So um was sexually harassed at McDonald's by the other employee, another employee, always making inappropriate remarks to most of the women, not just me, but most of the women. And he was married and his wife worked there too, but she didn't understand English. So she didn't know what he was saying to these women, right? So my friend who was gay, was a gay guy, he got a job up there and he was working and he was very feminine, and the dude started asking him if he wanted to do something, go down, whatever. And the dude was only 15. Okay, the little employee, little gay guy, was only 15. So he told his mom. His mom called a lawyer. The lawyer said, well, are there any other people that can say that they were harassed? And so they got me in on it. I was like, sure, I'll testify. Ain't got nothing to lose. This McDonald's. So I guess the McDonald's people hired some attorney that they probably paid off. And so I guess their attorney got paid off to not take the case forward. So I quit there. And then I went to work for a dentist, a lady dentist. Okay, I was fine, no problem. It was me and another chick. Cool, no sexual harassment, just, nothing. Just chill, right? Um, mhm. So so then she sells her practice, but she says, "Oh, you're going to work for the new dentist that's going to buy it." The new dentist was a guy. He wasn't sexually harassing us because it was me and this other dude that was a student. So I wasn't being sexually harassed then, but he wanted to hire a woman that he was more attracted to. So he said, "Well, I want to hire this other person as a receptionist, and that she's going to come in, and I don't have I don't want you to work here anymore." And of course, she was, bada bing, bada bang. And so I was, I look good, but he wasn't my type. I wasn't his type. I was taller than him. He was a little shorty and he wanted, somebody petite and small that, he could feel manly around. So he hired her, let me go. So that wasn't really a form of sexual harassment, but it was still being, you know, unemployed or employed due to how you look. And we already know looks are very important. Okay, so I understood. I had no problem with it. I went on to the next phase, kept going and going. And I finally went to school for, mortuary, college, da 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 da. Did that first job. Yes, I was, even though I was attracted to my boss, it was still sexual harassment. You know what I'm saying? Um, but I was over 18. I was 19. I could do what I could make it do what it do, right? So, that was not a problem. But then, that's why I always tell you ladies don't mess with your boss because then they won't want to pay you or they want expect more out of you. Or if they don't, um, you know, or if they or if you're late, they don't really care. But see, that's the good side of it. The bad side of it, they might want you to do more than you're required to do. So you really got to think about it. So then the next funeral home, okay, great. I go work for where did I go from there? Can't even remember. Where did I go? Oh, I go to another funeral home where the owners it's a married couple and same thing. The guys got paid more than the girls because he liked guys. I did most of the work, they did less of the work. So unequal treatment. And I had one of the employees sexually harassed me every day. Every day. Didn't even have no teeth in his mouth, but was still figuring out how to sexually harass somebody. So left there because I wouldn't get no money. And I went to a more professional place that was corporate owned. Okay. Went there. Dude that helped me get that job now wanted to date me. because he helped me get a job there. I didn't even like him. So all of that, all of those things, all added up to me working at the last funeral home that I worked at. Um, it was like a female boss, but she was hating on me because all the other men in the office liked me and I was getting all the attention and sexually harassed. Her son liked me. The man she had a crush on liked me. His daddy liked me. Thank you, Adenella. I hope I said it right. Thank you for the donation. So they all like me, and she thought I was a threat. So she started really, treating me bad. Da, da, da. So I finally ended up quitting. And I said, you know what? I'm done with this. I'm just going to go find me a rich man and get married and leave all this stupid crap alone that I went to school for, that I know back and forth like the back of my hand. Now I can't do it anymore because, I skipped a whole other funeral home where I had two people sexually harassing me at the same time, a woman and a man. Okay. I skipped that one. But yes, I quit that funeral home because there was a woman sexually harassing me because she liked me. And then there was a man that wanted, me to be his girlfriend, and he was old. I mean, too old for me. Okay, at that time. So I quit that. And right into the next fire, right into the next fire, right into the next fire. So it's really hard to be taken seriously, especially as a woman in a male dominated industry or the workplace. So I would rather just go get married and let the man go out and deal with all that crap and just bring me my money. Okay. So being sexually harassed at the workplace made me into what I am today. So all things happen for a reason. And I was smart enough to figure it out. Look, if I'm gonna have to deal with a man and a different man every time I, want a job, I might as well deal with the same man every day and just get his money. Okay. So how can a woman sexually harass you? They're lesbian. Okay. They want, will you come over this weekend? Will you go to church with me? Will you do this with me? Da 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 with me? And she was older. She was a lesbian. Okay. Um, it was three people in the same funeral home that were sexually harassing me. I was embalming a body, and this guy was trying to talk about, so what's your favorite position? Lemmy Adams, the funeral director, tried to harass me. I slapped the hell out of him. He called me mama for the rest of my time there. Good. I'm glad you slapped him. But yeah, and most of them be married. So yeah, that's why I don't do it. That's why I don't work anymore, because if I do, like I said, I'm gonna end up, especially if you send me to work, you know what's gonna happen. Some man gonna like what he see. Thank you, Kenja Ewings. I hope I'm saying it. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. So women who are headed by choice, either ace or same thing at every job you've been to, yeah. Go to work dressed like a guy. No, I'm not gonna. No, that wasn't part of the deal. I shouldn't have to go to work dressed like a guy. The men should just come to work dressed like women. Okay, how about that? Um, that's not the solution to it. The solution is go send your man out to work and you stay home and spend the money. Or the men need to wear dresses to work. Okay, it ain't. Okay. How do I deal with being catcalled? I don't go where people catcall. I don't hang out in unclassy places. That's how I deal with it. You deal with it at work. You only selling cell phones. Goodness. And then, yeah, and if you work with women, they hate you. because the other men are paying more attention to you, even though you don't even want the attention. They wish they could be sexually harassed until they get sexually harassed, then it's a problem. So either way you lose. Either way you lose. So that's why I'm telling you guys, make your own business. I make way more money now than I would have ever made as a funeral director. Ever. And I get to be feminine. I get to dress however I want. I don't have a special time to get there. And I got another source of income that I'm married to that goes out and works and comes home and pays all the bills. So see, I won, but you got to know when to get out of the game, you know. And every time I would do a funeral, some old man would come creeping up. Oh, you work here, you work at the funeral home, you too pretty to work. You too pretty to be here. You was my wife, I wouldn't have you working. And something started to click. I'm like, you right. I shouldn't be working anymore. I'm done. Shoot, take me a 2-hour lunch break and get fired, and I'm out of here. Mhm. So, and then I remember one of my bosses told me one time, "Oh, if you work real hard, maybe in 20 years you can have a car like me." I had that car in 2 years because James bought it for me. How you doing? So, if you're going to be sexually harassed every day because you look good and you're a woman, use that to get out of the game. Use it to get up out of the game and get to do whatever you want and stay at home and sip pumpkin spice latte with your cheesy cat lady mug. Wait, namaste in bed with my cat mug and do what you got to do. You know, unfortunately, in the corporations or in family owned businesses, it's very hard to file sexual harassment because A, you get labeled and it will follow you to your next place of employment. B, their lawyers will buy your lawyer off. So you really can't even make a case out of it unless you plan on working for yourself right afterwards. Okay. How do you deal with being tall and being seen as intimidating? I don't mess with short men. Okay. Okay. I look over them like they don't exist unless they got money. Then I sit down. How you doing? When I was single, of course. Sit down if they single, stand up if they not. I mean, sit down if they got money, stand up if they don't. That's easy. hmm How do you deal with men are worse than women when you turn them down? So you have to deal with the cattiness and the insecure men. I don't stick around. Like if I turn someone down, get a fake phone call, walk away. You know, you don't have to say explain there or anything, but oh, hey, Miss Lady, you single? How da 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 blah 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 blah. Yeah. Oh no, I'm sorry, I'm not interested, or I'm taking da da da. Well, Oh, hold on, I'm getting a call. Yes. Bye, and just walk off. You don't have to explain anything, y'all. That's why I say don't talk too much. Don't explain yourself away. Just walk. It's helpful because now he don't have to sit there and try to save his ego because you already just you have an issue and you need to go take care of it. Um, how do you level up friends? You don't. You get new friends because most of those friends won't want to level up anyway. Um, I worked on getting out of the game now. Yeah. And you know what? Here's the thing. If more people work for themselves, the whole world would change. Um, that's why a lot of these corporations are shutting down a bunch of stores. I mean, I talked about this on my other channel. Toys R Us has closed down so many stores. Walmart has closed down so many stores. Why do you think that is? because people like me and you are selling the same stuff on Amazon for cheaper, okay, through dropship. Um, so there's no need for all those stores anymore because of us. We don't have to leave our house. We can work in our pajamas if we want to. If you don't understand this concept, mhm, and you continue to work and get harassed and working, that's just signs leading you to work for yourself. Everybody always asks me in every video, well, how do you deal with coworkers and this? I don't. Okay. I don't deal with nobody because I'm home alone. The only person here is my cat. Okay. So, yeah, and a lot of jobs, if you can get a good job, will let you work from home or remote. Because, like, James works from home sometimes, remote, because he does most of his work online. So, right. Rico sleeps on the couch 23 hours and 45 minutes a day. He's lazy Rico. Unless someone comes to the door, then he gets up. Um, yes, good. So if you work from home or you can get a job or start your own business or company or just open your own business in the physical world, it's fine. You don't have to deal with sexual harassment. And if you do it right, you can get somebody else to sponsor you or to finance or to invest in your company. Okay. It's not that big of a deal to not have female friends, okay? What are you gonna do? What do y'all do do y'all meet up and say, "Oh, we're 2 girls, yay, we're friends." I don't know. Um, I don't know, like, I don't see why, like, it's good to have one person that you can tell stuff to and talk to, and usually those people are on your same level, of course, but if they're not, then they're not really gonna be cool because they might resent you secretly or whatever, whatever. So, try to be on the same level. Mhm. But we need to vent on Facebook, like most of them do, under an alias name. I don't know. Write it down, get a journal, join the group, vent to them. So so yeah, that's the reason that, you're and also not beyond sexual harassment, if you go out in public, let's say you're freestyling and you go out and you look cute, all the other girls who don't look as cute as you are gonna hate on you automatically. Because you're going to steal all their attention and all the men are going to be focused on you. So that's another thing that you have to worry about, um, the animosity and things like that. But you really don't care about them. Family members, they might get mad at you because you think you all that now because you leveled up. You ain't the same. You done changed. Okay. So you're going to have to deal with that. And then you have to deal with, there's good side. Of course, there's great. The benefits definitely outweigh the negatives. Definitely. But I'm going to give you the negative so you already know how to handle it. So with family, I just say, well, I like to look my best. You know, um, I like it. I like it. If I like something, you should support it. Um, I don't. So with friends, just like, well, maybe we don't need to hang out for a while because obviously you don't feel comfortable around me when I look my best. And that's going to tell them in a nice, nasty way that you need to level up so that you can stop hating. Okay. I remember, hey, what's your take on exotic dancing? Whatever floats your boat, do it. Um, I used to hang out with this chick in high school. And back in the 90s, it was like this grunge thing going on. And everybody would just dress like they woke up, rolled out of bed, and didn't do nothing with themselves, right? So after that phase had passed and people started dressing nicer, and we were grown adults, and she wanted to hang out, I was like, "Well, what do you have on?" And she was just, "Oh, I have on just t-shirt and some jeans and some." I was like, "I'm not. I can't go. I'm dressed." I said, "I have on a black dress and heels." And she was like, "Huh?" I was like, "Yeah." So we had to stop hanging out because I, where we gonna go? You know what I'm saying? So I had to stop hanging out with some people because they weren't ready. Hmm. Do I know why rich men prefer skinny women over thick women? Um, well, there's different types of rich men, so you have to figure out which type of rich man you're talking about. Um, but usually it's because it goes back to nature. It goes back to nature. And plus they like go by the standard. So if they have the standard of beauty, then it seems like they're very successful. Okay. Plus, being super thin also reminds them of you being very young. A lot of them have a little pedo in them. Um, so anyway, I know, right? So, how is beauty a double-edged sword? I've been saying it the whole time. You didn't listen? There's good and bad that comes with it. That's why it cuts on both sides. Okay, so you got the sexual harassment part. Oh, and people don't take you seriously. Oh, you can't be smart if you're beautiful. That's why the playing dumb is so easy. The playing dumb, oh, some people are like, just because I look good doesn't mean I don't know anything. But I use it to my advantage. I play dumb and they eat it up. I don't know that. So making assumptions about someone who is attractive, that they're dumb or don't know as much as you is a big mistake because, most of the time, most women are very, very smart. I mean, we know some not, but some really are, you know. Mhm. I don't like to surprise anyone that I'm smart because the look on their face is disgust. Okay. The only time I surprise men when I'm smart is when I'm trolling them or I don't want them in my life anymore or I'm being evil to them. Because that's the first thing. If you say anything halfway smart, no, my husband just think I'm crazy. I let him think I'm crazy. Hey Shira, did you check out my song? I think I did, girl. Is it called Bob? Did you make a song called Bob? Thank you for the donation. Was that you? Did you make Bob? Bob the Builder song. Yes, girl, I shared that song on my YouTube. I sure did. It was good. I liked it. I was like, wow. And she's really talented. Oh, that's not you? Oops. Okay, look, send it to me in my inbox on Facebook. Okay. Because somebody else made a song too. So that's two songs now? Oh my goodness. I'm going to listen to yours and I'll share yours too. Okay. So, yeah, somebody made a song called Bob the Builder, but it's just called Bob. Go check it out. It's called Bob. It's about being a Bob the Builder chick. Um, but I'm gonna hear your song too. Okay, I promise. Just send it to my inbox. Bob is on YouTube. Just go type in Bob, and it's a rap. It's a female rapper, and she's rapping about Bob the Builder chicks. It's hilarious. I shared it on this YouTube channel, under where you can share pictures and share links and stuff. The community area. It was hilarious. Let me set my little clock before I forget what time it is. Um, so yeah, girl, Bob the Builder song was nice too. I mean, she's very talented as well. So, didn't Steve Harvey say women can be smart, but don't be smarter than the men? Yeah, it does hold you back. That's why I say play dumb. Even though you know you're smarter than them, don't let them know it. I mean, yes, James knows that I'm smarter than him in a lot of things, but it's too late now. We've been married for so long. He didn't know I was this smart until like maybe 2 years ago. So it's too late now. But I don't I don't really talk to him about stuff that's intellectually up there. I talk to him about blah, boring, non cerebral things. Um, you said why? Because it's a turnoff to men. You didn't know that? It's a total turnoff. Um, it is. How should millionaire women date? They should date billionaire men. Hmm. So I think smart women are sexier. They are, but not to men. Like I always say, you got to be smart, but not smarter than them. There's a difference. Mhm. Are you wrong for not wanting to have sex with a man who's been talking 2 weeks, but we only went out on one date? No, you're not wrong. It's wrong for him to want some sex from you after he hadn't invested any time or money into you. You're not wrong at all. Go tell him if you when you spend this much money, I'll think about it. How about that? You know, if you're beautiful enough for him to lay down with and roll around the bed with, and exchange fluids with, hopefully you're protecting yourself, but get the closest as you can get intimately with a human being, then you should be worth spending money on as well first. Okay. Mhm. So a guy ghosted you when he discovered I have a master's. Of course. That's why you don't tell him you're smart. You tell him you're dumb. Like if I start getting into my what I do, I'll just say, but I'm crazy, right? I watch too much conspiracy theory. You know, I chalk it up like that, but it helps me stay in the same position that I'm in. So I can talk to other like-minded people on YouTube, on videos. I can teach what I know on videos. I can do A, B, C, and D because I got a couple channels. I can converse with people that are similar minded on Facebook in my group. I don't need him, or I don't need anybody in the physical world. That I can find people online that I have stuff in common with. I don't need to talk to him about it because if he had that knowledge, then he probably wouldn't be working either. Then what? I mean, not everybody is able to have a successful business in the first year or first 2 years. So that would be my downfall. Even though he does own his own thing on the side and he works, but I don't want him getting no big ideas. You know what I'm saying? So, mhm, 2 and 3. 2 and 3K? No. No, 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 no. Way more than that. Like, sad world we live in. Exactly. So I like for me, 2 and 3K is nothing to some people. Some people make that in a day, in one day. Okay. Some people make that in one day. And that's nothing. Make sure um it's more than that and more time. The more money and the more time a man invests in you, the less likely he will ghost you. Okay. 80K a year is what? No, that's not even worth sleeping with to me. Mm-mm. And like, and if you're any type of spiritual, you know how all those people are saying, oh, if you have sex with someone, their DNA is with you forever, and you know you take on their characteristics and their DNA and da da da. Well, I don't want no broke DNA. Okay, hadn't I don't want any broke DNA on my body, in my body, close to my body. Don't want it. Okay, so I'm not messing with nothing that's not making over six figures. Okay, aim for six. Keep it moving up. Okay. I make men get tested first. Good for you, but still, $80,000 ain't worth going to the doctor over. Okay, and it's not worth it to me. No, because okay, think about this. What is $80,000 going to pay for? I'm thinking future. Okay, what is $80,000 going to pay for? It can't. Houses cost more than 80,000. There's cars that cost more than 80,000. What am I doing with $80,000 a year? Hospital bills cost more than 80,000. What am I gonna do with that a year? How are we gonna survive on that if I get pregnant and have kids and I know I ain't working? And what type of neighborhood and car are you gonna be having? Mhm. 80,000 is a 2011 Benz. So no, it's not enough. Not if you wanna have a real family and lifestyle, it's not. Shira, he ghosts me and I need help too. You need help. What do you do? Move on to the next one. I told y'all if you sleep with a man or they only wanted you for sex anyway, and you're not giving it to them, they're gonna ghost you. I keep telling y'all, don't do anything and don't expect them to, not want sex from you if that's all you're giving off. What if you in the country for 80,000? If you in the country for 80,000, then do whatever makes you feel happy, you know. Okay. Mhm. Shira, what do you think we should do meanwhile we have find a sugar daddy? Start your own business. Mhm. Am I a millionaire? I will be one day. I'll just say I will be. Um, Thank you, Victoria Lotus. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. Mhm. Exactly. Like I'm on my way. He Get a damn job and work for your own money. Yeah, go. You see, that's why. Well, we would get a job if men would stop sexually harassing us at work. How about that? That's gonna be my excuse from now on. I can't work. Men sexually harass me everywhere I go. Sorry. Gotta do what I gotta do. Um, Shira has the soul of a millionaire. Oh yes. Claim it. It's already mine. It's already mine. Believe. Um, just by default. Just by default. Okay, that's how it's gonna happen by default. Will you ever do a skincare routine? I showed y'all the products I use on my beauty channel, Ashira Star. If you go check it out. She was already a millionaire. She lying to y'all. Your man tried to make you get a job. You left him. Now he's saying he was kidding, but I still left him for having a dusty mindset. Good. Um, is it okay to date your boss? That's that can go here or there. It can go left or right. So it all depends. He can ask you to do way more than you're supposed to be doing if you start seeing him, or it could be great or it could be bad or it can be both. So I would be more careful with that. Um, she's saying that what? There's a saying that okay, that's right. So in other words, if you want something, ask for it. Okay, yes, that's true. Did James met six? James was older than me. Well, that's why I date older men because they already in the six figures. Yes, he made six figures, had a nice car, was on his own business and everything. He had the money, of course. What should I study in college? Business. That's probably the best bet. That way you can start your own business. How to correct a misinterpretation of myself? Shira, how to correct? I don't know because you don't give me no details. I don't know. Um, See, when y'all ask these questions, don't waste the question. Put the details because I can't answer if there's no details. Shira, did you go to college? I went to mortuary college and I have a culinary arts degree in um, as well. So I have two college degrees, but I don't use any of them at all. None. So, mhm. Sure, I have found out that I'm pregnant from my boyfriend who is a doctor. He's 38 and he has three kids. I'm shocked. Is this a good thing? What kind of doctor? And does he make a lot of money? And he got three kids and he 38. He don't make a lot. Mm-mm. Big mistake. Should have went for the old man, the surgeon. Should have went to a surgeon. Get you a surgeon. You are using your education and degrees in a different, unique way. You're a genius. Thank you. Aw. Well, I did learn a lot, and you know, so the science part was really beneficial for me. I'll say that. All the science that I had to learn, very beneficial. Learning science can also teach you how to see things on a whole different perspective. So that was a good thing. Right. Yeah, I don't use any of my degrees. Like, I not anymore. I use my degrees for less than a couple of years. Didn't use them at all because I stopped working when I was 22. So I was pretty much done. Mhm. And the culinary degree I got later on, and I just did that for fun. You know, oh, I want to go to school. I want to go to chef school. That was just for fun because. Okay, you're a chef too? Yeah. I worked at my husband's friend's restaurant as part of my culinary arts requirement. I had to work there for like 6 weeks. I met Beyonce's daddy, Matthew Knowles. I met George Clinton, the dude, from Parliament. I met a lot of celebrities because it was like in a nice place downtown. I got to work a House of Dairy on party. Hmm. As a private, yeah, it was fun. See, instead of just working at a restaurant, I was like looking for the celebrity chefs. I worked with Erica Badu's chef, and he's the one that had the party at House of Darion that he worked. And so I was like working with him for a second. I was doing it for social reasons. I got to go to all the parties. And after all the food was set out, I went and changed my clothes and went right back into the party like I was attending. So I had fun. Thank you, Arlene. Happy Friday, Auntie. How do I join the Level Up group? Um, it's a paid group, so just inbox me on Facebook. And I'm not letting that many people in right now because we need to catch up on all the new people. So maybe just if I can't with all the emails and stuff and all the messages. I can't do it all. So I'll let everybody know, later. But if you can find me on Facebook, inbox me. How about that? Your husband's way older than you. Good. How do you get a man to buy you luxury things on a date? Got to look good, first of all. They have to be weak, and you have to pick the right man. Weak over how you look, you know, stunned. Okay. So pick the right type of man that will be weak and stunned over how you look and will not tell you no for anything. Any dirty tricks that you should be aware of during your divorce? What do you mean dirty tricks? Probably hiding money. Mm, most women play chess when they decide that they want to get a divorce. They have an investigator investigate the finances and all that kind of stuff before they even serve papers. So I don't know if you've served papers yet or if he's divorcing you. I don't know, but hire an investigator and see if he's done anything like hide money or something. Should you stay a virgin till you married? I told you I don't do virgin questions because y'all know what I'm gonna tell y'all. Um, but honestly, if you and I'm gonna be honest with you, if you wait till you're married, you're gonna be disappointed. Okay, you're gonna be mad at yourself. So if you yeah. Mhm. Yeah, someone says you may never get married, and then what? You're gonna be mad at yourself if you do that. Can you can pretend you're a virgin. True. Don't give it to someone who you wouldn't have a baby with. Uh-huh. The husband is never a virgin. True. Why would you be mad? The same reason a man would be mad if he waited till he was married to lose his virginity. Sure, what do you think the best products to wholesale are? I have so many options. Well, pick one, whatever is your passion. Go to what attracts you. Animal lovers. Oh, stay a virgin. It's God's law. Da, 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 da. Oh God. You know what? Here's the thing. Here's my thing. Do what you want to do. It's your body. Okay. But remember, after I'm just saying, just remember, after they get it, it's everything changes. And you change. Okay. If you marry your husband and he's not a virgin, but you are, you get the lower end of the stick. You are at the bottom of the totem pole. Okay. I'm leveling up 100%, but what about all this broke dusties I get disrespect and they treat me bad in the past? How do I forgive myself to by getting even more leveled up and getting a man with money? Forget about that. Forgive yourself. You didn't know any better. Um, you didn't know no better, so you don't blame yourself. You thought men liked virgins? Yes, one time. They like virgins one time, then it's over. Mhm. So, mhm, forgive. Yeah, why would you hold on to it? Forgive and forget. Is it paying you to do any of those things? Are you making any money off remembering and being upset? If not, move on. Okay? Wasted energy, wasting time. Yeah, if it's worth a lot if you sell it. That's true. You're Virginia. And I always say that, but some women here's my thing. It's more precious. It's more precious if you use it in the correct way than you giving it for free to an average man. If you're gonna wait to have sex before you marry, make sure you get a millionaire or a man who can totally supply everything in your life and you never have to work a day. Okay? If you're gonna do that. Mhm. Sheila, how would you dress for a jazz club? Classy yet sexy. I probably wear like a fitted dress that came below my knee, some heels. hmm Something cute like that. Mhm. The sexually immoral. Well, here's my thing. Before there was any type of marriage or piece of paper, people was having sex. Okay, so I don't know. And before there was a kingdom or any type of rules, people was going somewhere. Okay, there you go. So if you don't have sex in fear of going to heaven or hell, well, not understand, you know, be programmed. But for me, it's very important for the woman to also understand who she is as a woman because that's where her power is. I'm telling you, if you're a virgin and you marry a man and he's not a virgin, you have zero power and you become stupid afterwards. Dumb. Okay? I'm telling you. Become stupid and dumb after you get it for the first time and he's already had it a bunch of times and it's no big deal to him. And now you all in love, gonna do whatever he say, cry when he don't come home on time, act a stupid fool, be dumb, let him talk trash to you, abuse you. You're gonna be stupid and dumb. That's what I'm saying. Go get it out the way first. And when you get married, you don't lose any type of power. Be like, oh, that's it. I've had better. You know, keep him working. Okay, keep him trying. If he the only man you ever had sex with, what are you gonna compare it to? What if his stuff is trash and you never get to experience anything good? Okay. Shoot. I'm just saying, you only young once. Take advantage of it. Then lie like everybody else does. But don't give it to Dusties. Try to stay with men with money. Um, right? Right. Okay, so when you're 60, you can tell your cats about it. Sure, what do you think about couples that are successful together and are around the same age? I think it's so cute, especially when the man is at the strip club putting his money down some chick's G-string or garter belt while his wife at home waiting on him. It's so cute. It's also cute when he's out with his mistress. And it's also cute when his mistress start telling him it's me or her, and she's 20 years younger. It's cute then too. It's very nice. It's good while it lasts. I'll tell you that. Mhm. Mm. Yeah. Sheila, how do you feel? How do you forgive people who hurt you? You stop thinking about them. Like I don't remember anybody that's really hurt me because I don't. Here's my thing. People aren't important enough for me to remember them. I don't hold on to stuff like that. I don't suffer on purpose. You know what I'm saying? I don't choose to suffer. So once whatever happened is over, if I'm not getting paid for it, B, if I'm not going to court over it, C, I don't need to remember it or that person or think about it. And B, if I don't forgive myself or forget the situation, how am I supposed to move on to the other better part of my life? Don't make no sense, right? So guess what? Do you still think about your job who did you wrong 20 years ago or 4 years ago? Do you still think about the boss that was mistreating you and was unfair? No, because you done moved on. People who think about stuff from their past and someone who hurt them like to suffer. Okay, you like it. It makes you feel that you're able to justify your current situation. You afraid of sex. Ooh, I'm afraid. I was too when I was young. Then I did, and I was not afraid anymore. Ever again, I wasn't afraid. I was the opposite of afraid. Okay. I was excited. I was anticipating it. Okay. So just think about it like that. You'll never be afraid again. Ain't nothing to be afraid of. Somebody, what do you think about celibacy partially because you are quite spiritual? I think about celibacy like as long as I can go without doing anything, I'm good. But I don't deny nor repress anything um, sexually. So my thing is, whenever it's supposed to happen, it's supposed to happen. I don't have no schedule. I don't, want it every day, every week, every da da da. It's whenever or whenever the time is right, whenever the time presents itself, that's when it's gonna happen. Okay. So I don't really feel like celibacy is something that is necessary unless you're trying to figure out who you are and what's best for you and you're not in a relationship. Should I make a best friend wait until he gets through college and becomes a doctor before I give him? Girl, bye. Girl, please don't marry him. Don't give him no sex until he's a surgeon. Okay. That way, when you see him later on in life and you still look good and he's never had you, he will still chase you when he has the money. Okay. Never give it up unless they got money. Wait till he becomes successful. All his student loans are paid. All of that good stuff. Wait till you level up, look good, and he's never had you before. He's going to want you even more. and you have history and nostalgia. So you'll be worth even more. Don't give that man nothing until he's paid, super paid. Okay. Just be his friend. Friends on him. It's every man's dream to get the woman they could never have. If she still look good, keep yourself up. Because if he sees you later on and you didn't let yourself go, he can be glad nothing happened. Okay? Believe. If James paid me $1 million to dress horribly for a year with no money for a year, would you do it? Dress horribly with no money for a year, would I do it? Um, no money for a year? James would pay me to not have money for a year. So when am I getting paid? After 1 year later, after being broke? I could have made more money than he finna pay me. No. No thanks. Unless he trying to pay me, you said $1 million? I mean, I guess I could do it for 1 million. Sure, why not? Thank you, Ali. Ali. Thank you for the donation. I appreciate it. But most men are not that insecure to pay somebody to not wear makeup for a year. That would be dumb. Um, oh, your sugar daddy wanting some now? He didn't bought you some gifts. How much money he spent on you? If it's less than 5,000, don't even keep making him spend. You lost your virginity to a guy you liked on the fourth date. We always smoked and cuddled and watched movies together. He went back home for a break. I haven't heard. Girl, because you Netflixed and chilled. That's ratchet. But thank you for the donation. That's called a Netflix and chill date. Mm-mm. You did everything wrong. Like the fourth date. I'm so sorry that happened to you. But when you're young, you do dumb stuff and you learn, so you never do it again. Never. Don't ever do that again. Ever, ever, ever. Ever. And don't ever date the kind of man who will smoke and chill with you ever again, because that's dusty. Okay. Thank you. We care a lot. Ashir, do you think women should just have multiple men on their roster in addition to a husband? If that's what they want to do, if that's what they want, if that's what they're about. So that's my thing. Like, don't if that's the standard that you have, that's the standard you're gonna get. Okay. And first of all, I would never be dating anybody that did that type of stuff in the first place. Second of all, you ain't getting nothing if you ain't spending nothing. Ever. Okay. You're gonna have to dream about me before you even see anything. You're gonna have about 5 dreams about me before you even get to do anything. Okay. That's how long we're gonna be dating, how much you're gonna be wanting it, and how long you're gonna be investing into it. Okay. The anticipation is what attracts them to you even more. Okay. It's the anticipation that men fall in love, not the sex itself. Okay. If you want a man to fall head over heels with you, it's the anticipation, not the actual act. Okay. So the women who think that if they give it up quick, they're going to get the man to fall in love, that's a lie. It's the anticipation that builds up the energy. If you take two magnets that are opposites or that are going to stick together, that force, when you don't put them together, grows stronger. Okay. You can feel it. But if you just let it go, ain't no, that's it. You know what I'm saying? So that that magnetism grows and builds energy. And that energy is building the love. Because I feel different around you. I feel this way around you. That feeling is that magnetism and that anticipation. oh, not being able to release it. You know what I mean? And once you're able to release it after it's been so long, it's like an exhale, like, oh my God, it's better times 10. And also you know the person, you've invested into them. You feel like they have some type of strange hold over you, but it's just the magnetism. It's just that energy that keeps building and building and building until it gets this big, and she's all you can think about, and you will give her money and you will pay them bills because that electromagnetic energy between masculine and feminine, and that you can't release it, keeps growing. So the women who give it up too quick, a quick release is very blah, and he thinks you do that with everybody, so he's on to the next. Just gone. It's like, oh, that was easy and good and not that good, because it's the mental. Most stuff is mental. If a man feels like he conquered you and he worked for that and it was worth the effort, and he did A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z to get you, he's going to enjoy it even more. Okay. So if you give it up too quick, he's going to ghost you. How do you hint that you must invest before you play? Do you just leave them if they straight up ask you? If they're straight up asking you for sex, and I keep telling you guys this, and y'all need to listen. If that's all they want from you, that's all they wanted from you in the beginning anyway. Okay? So from the start, you need to be acting how you want to be treated. And your pictures need to reflect how you want to be treated. Your clothing needs to reflect how you want to be treated. Now, if you're just after some money and you're going to drop them anyway after you get a couple hundred and move on to the next, do whatever you like. But I'm trying to tell you how to keep them for the long run. And if you don't want to give it up, a man will not fix his mouth to ask a certain type of woman for sex straight up, not straight away. Thank you, Ali, again. So if all your pictures look sexual, if he doesn't value you as a type of woman he would truly date or marry, of course, that's all he's going to want from you. So if you run into those type of sugar daddies, that's all that they wanted. That's all they wanted. So either you play off of it and you drag them along and you lie to them and keep their hopes up, and you acquire this, this, and that, and then you ghost them. That's how you do that. Okay. I'm an escort. You're an escort, but my advice still helps. Good. Because the longer you drag it along, the more anticipation, the more excited they are, the more they spend. What if you were born ugly but get plastic surgery? What about the babies? Oh, well, the babies might be cute. Maybe he got some good genes. I don't know. How do you not get attached after sex? Um, have done it a couple times before with other people. And a lot of times when women use men for sex, it's the type of man that they really don't want to be with. That's the same thing with men. When men use women for sex, it's the type of woman they really don't want to be with because they don't want to get attached. So women a lot of times make the mistake of having sex with men they truly want to be with. And then they fall. They fall in love, they get attached because in their mind, oh, he would make the perfect man. Da, 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 da. Or also just because they feel like it's also chemical. But if you know in your mind you never gonna marry somebody like that, and you just used him for sex one time, and that was it because he got too many issues, it's easier to not get attached. So if you do it like that, you won't get attached. Or if you know they're already married and taken, and ain't nothing you gonna do about it. You just do what you got to do, get up out of there, and move on to the next one. That's exactly what you do, right? What kind of woman does a good man with money want and love? It depends on where you live, what country you live in. Like everything is different in different cultures and countries. So I can't really tell you. Like I don't know where you live. If you live in America, it's different. Okay. Kitty's back there. Mhm. A man with money always wants someone that's respectable, you know, nice looking. Sure, if you have long hair, do you need weave? Do you need weave? Um, that is a whole nother conversation. Depends on what your long hair look like. And no one really needs weave. It's just here's the thing. If you have the tools to get what you want, use them. Okay. If you have the tools to get what you want, use them. Okay. Men were not born with tools. They made tools to enhance what they could do. Okay. So I'm just going to leave y'all with that. Use your tools. You want to make you're the best you can look, da, 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 blah, 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 blah. Yep. If you have low self-esteem, you will attract wrong men. Yep. How to play a college guy. What you gonna play him for? His lunch money, his gas money? Um, it's an enhancement. Exactly. So men love natural hair. It is looks healthy and you switch it up your style. Okay. Well, we look, have fun. Natural hair is beautiful. My daughters have natural hair. Well, Layla straightens her hair down, but for me, it's a here's the thing. Use what you got to get what you want. Snatch the wig off when you get home. That's my thing. Okay. Sure, you were right about wearing straight natural hair color, wig. Notice we're looking at you more. People would let me get on the elevator before them. I know, that's what I'm saying. So here's the thing, and I know this is going to touch a lot of nerves, but I'm not trying to offend anybody. There is a standard of beauty that might not be politically correct. Why not use it to get your own money, to start your own business, invest into yourself with their money, get your money up using their money, who are attracted to the standard of beauty, and use it to fuel you instead of make you feel less. Then do whatever you want to do after that. Okay? Use it to your advantage. Come on now. We're playing chess here, not checkers. Sound like a Ponzi scheme. It's not about that. Y'all are missing the whole thing. And let me put it in terms y'all can understand. If I have the ultimate goal and ultimate plan to own my own record label, and I come into the industry as an artist, and I'm going to do and rap and have the image that you want me to have, so you can sell my albums. But I'm gonna take my money that I earn and go start my own record label and say exactly what I want to say over there and never have to look at you again, never have to do A, B, C, and D again. Okay? Ever. Never have to worry about it, never have to even complain about it. Might even make it more trendy. Okay? Think chess, not checkers. Think about it. You find out your husband who provides for you, treats you very well, and he's cheating and denying. Our relationship, I cut him off for now, and he's begging me, what should I do? Get a new car, get him to get you a new car. Get you a new car, get you a bunch of money in your savings account. Do like Beyonce said, write your will, let him allow you to write the will, get some life insurance, get all the stuff you've been wanting forever. Okay? Get you some get everything right now because he gonna lose more in the divorce. Like Beyonce was like, oh, we move into California. Oh, I get to write the will. Oh, we going on tour together. Oh, you ain't going nowhere. Oh, she called all the shots now. Okay. So now is your chance to gain all the power. Gain that power. Use it for your advantage. Play chess. If you work, tell them you ain't working no more. I'm not working no more. You paying all my bills now. Okay. Don't guilt him to death. Give him because that's the wrong thing. You never guilt him to death. You put what you want out and you let him give it to you. Then that's it. Because the thing is, he's paying for you, A, not to guilt him, and B, to stay where he is. Okay, so you don't guilt him, you get whatever you want at this point. Okay, so now it's negotiation time. What you want? You want some new floors? You want a new car? You want a pool? What you want? Get what you want. Okay, you want some plastic surgery? You want some new boobs? You want a booty? Go get it. Tell him that's what you want. Believe me, he'll pay for it at this point. So get it. Don't worry about it. You want a new ring? You want a bigger diamond? Go get it. That's what you need for him. You to let him back. Okay. So hopefully you'll be able to solve this case. And don't respond to him right away. Take some time, make you a little list of stuff you want. What do you do? What does it mean when a man say he doesn't believe in marriage? It means he ain't gonna marry you ever. Because a lot of them say that and then be married 6 months later to somebody who he does believe in marriage with. A lot of men say that so you don't even get the idea. He's just saying maybe you're not his type. Has James ever expressed appreciation for natural hair or complimented it? Um, James is very conservative. He grew up in the olden days where his sisters and his mama all put the perm on their head and were taught that you got to you look good put together, do this, do that. So I'm pretty sure that he probably does not. But even though and I guess it just depends because, I don't know who he's dated before me or his ex-wife. I don't know. I don't ask. But I feel like there's certain men that like a certain look. That's it. And I already know that he likes straighter hair. I know. hmm And just like I wouldn't like James if his head was shaved bald or if he had dreadlocks. I couldn't do it. You know, not not that I don't like that on guys. They wouldn't look right on him. Can you imagine James with some dreadlocks? um, so please do a video on married women. Did on communication. Girl, see, that's where y'all mess up. I don't communicate. If I need him to know something, I'll text it to him. That's our communication. Or if I'm sitting next to him, I tell him. Then I text him again so he don't forget. That's it. Communication is so simple. Women complicate everything. Bye, y'all. Women complicate stuff too much. If something bothers you and it's not really a real issue, write it in your diary, baby. Okay. If it's terrible and you need to say something, benefit from it. If you're gonna open your mouth, you need to be benefiting from it. Okay. If you want him to do something because you saw it on a fairy tale or in the movies and that ain't even real life, remember that. That's the one thing about marriage. People think it's so you're supposed to be like, oh, holding hands and wearing matching Easter clothes and galloping through the park holding hands. That's not marriage. Okay. So that's why you need to marry for money. Because no matter who you marry, you're a woman, he's a man. Y'all gonna be totally different. He ain't gonna be your best friend. You're not gonna be able to talk to him about everybody and your mama. You're not gonna be able to do girl stuff with him. Okay. So as long as he know where to be on at what time, that's all. That's it. Basically. As long as he know to pay the bills and be where he needs to be at a certain time, that's all I really care about. Okay. Your boyfriend family don't like you. Oof. Oops. Okay. Sure, when men say love nurturing women, is that code for a pick me? It's a code for a woman who's gonna sit there and be his mama. Okay. Ask him if he like to breastfeed as well. It's like, well, the only way I know how to nurture is to breastfeed and to read bedtime stories and stuff like that. So are you into that? You want to wear a diaper too? You one of them adult babies? You want me to take your temperature? Start going there. um, mhm. So sure, I had marathon. Oh, you had a video marathon of me. Oh, thank you. So I fooled the BSS clerk with my kinky straight half wig. If you're natural and need long straight hair, get the key. Okay, men love it, but are they paying bills? See, Lucy, y'all not listening to me. Men will love your kinky hair. Women will love your kinky hair. You love your kinky hair. I love your kinky hair. Don't get it twisted. But are these men going to pay all your bills? Just sit with this for 1 second because your hair can still be kinky under a wig and all your bills can get paid and that wig can come straight off. Okay? Think about this for 2 seconds. Who gives what? Oh, y'all, a man blocked you. Oops. Now, if I don't like, I have blonde wigs, I have lighter color wigs, but most of the time I'm wearing black wigs because sometimes you don't pick the right color and it don't look good on your skin. So, and it's sometimes it does, sometimes it does. I would just go with the natural color hair. You can't strike out. You must fit the stereotypical standard of beauty, which is white looking, in order to turn a profit, the end justice the means. Yes. Then guess what? You can start your own natural hair product company. Okay. Or you can start your own natural hair salon. Or You don't ever have to work again because you can keep all your money, save it, invest it into real estate, and do whatever you want afterwards. Okay? I am white in Europe. No chance. They behave differently. No man approaches only Dusty's. Why? Because you're in Europe. I've heard that men like 50-50 women in Europe. Find you a man that's not originally from Europe. They'll spend. Mhm. Sure. What about burgundy, brown, reddish colors? I say go. The best bet is a natural hair color because I think more people will approach you because you look more appropriate in public. You know what I mean? Because, like, say you got straight hair, so you got a nice wig, and it's burgundy. Okay, everybody has brown hair, black hair, blonde hair, gray hair because she old, and you sitting up here with some burgundy hair at the five-star restaurant. Okay, does it just don't fit? Okay, there. Okay. He said gray wig, okay. If you 55 and up, gray wig is fine. Okay. And if the man you're targeting is 75 or 70 and up, it's fine because he ain't gonna feel out of place. When I was single, I'd go for a man who knew I was their type. If you don't fit his preference, exactly. Their preference. It's not about how you think you look best or feel best. It's about that man's preference who is going to be paying your bills or taking care of you. It's the same thing. And once you're no longer in that man's presence, be whoever you want to be. Look however you want to look. Do whatever you want to do. Date whoever you want to date. Okay? Mhm. Most women want multiple lovers. They do. I don't know. Sure. Do you do what? Man, if I don't even know what that is. Um, Man asked me what my favorite drink. I don't want to say Remy. Girl, please don't. I said sweet wines. Oh my God, that's even worse. Just say champagne. Just say red wine or champagne. Champagne, well, I don't know. That just sound bad. You gotta go watch some videos on wine. Maybe you could just say a lemon drop martini with vodka. Something girly. I met a rich guy dating 2 months, no sex, 39. Should I get pregnant? About girl, I don't know what you think rich is, but he's too young. 39? How rich? Does he have millions? Like how much is rich to you? Because 39 is very young. I'm 39. And I wouldn't marry myself at this time. I mean, I'm gonna wait till I'm about good and 50. So I'm getting all that money. Not ever have to work again. hmm Um, Aliyah 85. There's a shot you can go get for eczema now. Go ask your dermatologist. Y'all got that eczema shot, and they won't flare up. I know that because Sasha has it, and they're still doing clinical trials on whether kids can use it, but adults are using it all the time, and it works. hmm If a guy asks me for a drink, and if I reply tequila, is that bad? It just depends on the guy. You want to come off as feminine as possible. Y'all are not thinking. You want to come off as feminine as possible. That's what creates the magnetism. Okay? Y'all aren't understanding the science of this. That would be like a man ordering a Shirley Temple. Would that be attractive to you? Oh, I think I'll have a Shirley Temple. You know, think about this. Flip the script for 2 seconds and think, you know. Now, if they order it and suggest it to you, it's fine. But you don't get up there and say, I want some tequila. Okay. Let them suggest it and then say, no, oh no, I couldn't do that. And then go ahead and get your shot. Because I know about them tequila shots, but oh no, I didn't know how to do that. Can you show me? Oh, I'm supposed to lick the salt. Okay. Get something feminine first, then let him suggest shots. Or be stupid and play dumb. What's that bottle over there? Have you ever had that before? Oh, that's tequila. Tequila. I've never had tequila before. There's your chance. That's how you get tequila. Okay? Play dumb, act stupid, be feminine, or you look really drink. Then start asking dumb questions about the bottle. You know you want to drink. You know you be hitting that tequila. You know how to do shots, but act dumb. Okay? That's how you do it. You're playing chess, not checkers. The magnetism is what's important. The feminine versus the masculine is what is going to draw them in and give you what you want. Okay? Now you know all about those drinks. You know every drink. You know how to you probably can take 5 shots and all that kind of stuff. We know that. That's not impressive to men. And if it is, it's only impressive at, like you're another man. So remember that. Mhm. Okay. Why y'all keep asking my birthday? Man, y'all trying to hack me or something? When we're kissing, when his hands start touching my booty, you what? I can't read all these. Are going too fast. But good luck with that. So, yeah. Here's my question. People keep asking me this question over and over. He's in school. He's working on his potential. He's going to be this when he gets out. Okay, then call him when he get paid. Talk to him when he gets paid. I don't do that. Wait for me crap. He's going to be this one day. Nope. Don't even think about it. Keep moving. Because by the time he gets there, you might already have a man that is there and can buy you 4 cars before he can even get his first car. Earth Sky, thank you so much. This is the wrong channel for that, but do whatever you want to do, baby. Yes. Okay, bills ain't potential, they are definite, right? There's so many Black women who had to grow up in poverty who have no clue how to behave or coexist in society of the caliber of which millionaires exist. That's true, but that's what the level up group is for. Okay. That's what the level up group is for, to prepare them, to give them hints and clues, to teach them how to dress, talk, walk, how to wear their hair, how to do their makeup, how to do A, B, C, and D. That's what that group is for. That's why we have it, because some women are on there wearing, come in there looking bad and leave they're still in there, but the before and after pictures are amazing. Okay? And you're right. Some people just don't know any better, or they don't understand why they have to look a certain way, or A, B, C, and D. Mhm. Right. The answers are out there, but people still don't have that, voice in their head. You can look all you like, but if you don't see examples of it, if you don't see other women doing it and pulling it off successfully that you can talk to, um, it may not stick. If you can see someone that looks like you on her before picture, and then you see her after picture, and then you see her lifestyle, it's more inspiring, you know? So it's just a support system as well as, making people um, with like minds get together and talk about what works, what doesn't work. You know, there's different groups that may look alike or may have similar skin tones, and they can share their secrets and make up secrets and how they handle this situation and that situation. There's different races of women in there who will make sure that they can connect and understand how other women think as well. So it's very beneficial, you know. Um, do I prefer eyeshadow or winged liner look for everyday look? Both. Okay. I need both. The level up group is very inspirational. Good. I prefer everything. Every makeup you got, I prefer it. Pile it on. In Europe, men don't pay for dates, no matter if you are a supermodel. I want to move. Just date American men then. I'm sure there's some Americans that live there. Mhm. Y'all can change that stuff. Y'all women need to change it. Okay. Men was trying to pull that crap over here, but you see it ain't working. Why don't y'all change it? Stop going out with them. Stop giving them sex until they pay. How about that? Okay. Stop entertaining them. If you want the man to pay, then tell him or say, nope, I'm sorry, I can't date you. Y'all can change that. Y'all hold the power. You don't even know it. Okay. Believe me, move me to the UK, move me to Europe. I'll change it. Be like, I can't deal with you. Well, why not? Because you broke. You ain't finna pay for me. I don't want to date you. And now embarrass and talk loud too. I'm from America. We don't play that crap over there. Okay. I'm not no Bob the Builder. Call him out. Fake your American accent or something. And fake that American accent. I watch the Kardashians. I ain't finna do all of this. You better come with it. I'm I'm serious. Y'all can change that. Stop accepting less than what you want. Start telling men, I'm sorry I can't date you. I'm sorry I don't want to go out. I'm sorry. And they'll say, why? Because I don't want to pay. Well, if you want me to go out with you, you got to pay for everything. That's what you need to start telling them. That's what I would start telling them straight up. Um, you heard about an old lady who puts on lipstick just to go to her mailbox. That will be me when I get old. Okay. Sure. How can I get a masculine boyfriend? Be a feminine woman. Be a very overly feminine woman. Mhm. Right. What's your best recommendation on a place to go to find a sugar daddy? Rich side of town, local places on the rich in the rich neighborhoods or in the rich side of town. Because most people stay in their local area. So go to the richest area, the richest neighborhoods, or the richest houses. neighborhoods and people live and go to the local areas around there, like the local bar, the local shopping center, the local restaurants over there. Mhm. Do whatever you want. And you want an online date, try both. Do both at the same time. What to say when they ask to tell them more about yourself? Say, well, I'm very spontaneous. I think life should be exciting, and each day is a new day to reinvent yourself. That's what I'll say. You didn't tell them nothing really, but you said something that was clever. Political answer. Mhm. Lauren G. Okay, it just depends. You keep asking me that, but I don't know what your hair looks like. What do you mean, nice long? Did your natural hair look like this when it's straight? Because mine does, and I still wear a wig because I don't feel like doing nothing to it or putting heat on it. If he wants to kiss and he's a whale on the first date, not no nasty French kiss, maybe a peck, and that's about it. Mhm. You hate the rich side of town in London. Terrible music messes up my vibe. So difficult. Okay, well, I rather listen to terrible music than be broke. You know what I'm saying? Because I can sing in my head. Of course, there's terrible music. Do you know how many places I've been with terrible music and terrible dancers? Do you know how many places I've been where people done stepped on my feet trying to dance? Okay. Women's. I'm enjoying the Friday night so much. Should I still wear a wig if my nice long hair? I don't know what your hair texture is like. If I don't know. Is this going to make a man cross the room for you? If your answer is yes, then do it. If it's no, then stick the wig on it. Okay. That's my best answer I can give y'all. If a man won't cross the room for it, then put a wig on it. Ask men their opinion. Don't ask me. I'm not a man. Give me an example of who you look like with your long natural hair. Then a man can tell you the truth because I can't. Mhm. Okay, Shira, what to do when stinky, dusty people around me, girl, or not want to scam me? What? First of all, stop talking like a dusty person and they won't be around you. Stop using dusty vocabulary. Stop hanging around dusty areas. Go to a classy area. Using less slang and curse words, and everything will change. You know, you can't expect dusty people to not be attracted to you if they think you're dusty yourself. Because I feel like just what you wrote, and I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just trying to point out the issue. You sound dusty by the way you were speaking. So I wouldn't know the difference. So level yourself up in your speech, how you walk, how you talk, how you dress. Get away from dusty areas and dusty people and be dust free. Well, I'm just saying, you have to separate yourself from dust. hmm Exactly. Exactly, Lizzie. Tell them what you want. hmm Okay, you're 5'7". You said you 18 years old. First of all, you're jailbait almost. They don't know how old you are. You have long, dark brown wig. Okay. Maybe you need, are you white? Are you Caucasian? Maybe you need to go for the blonde. Go for the Caucasian um, standard of beauty. If you are Caucasian, you know what they like: blonde hair, big boobs, and thin. Go for that. If you're not Caucasian, go for the black wig. Maybe brown is not your color. Okay. You're a light skinned black girl. Okay. Do you wear makeup? Why are rednecks and dusties in nice, rich areas? I'm not understanding. Because that's where you're supposed to be if you're trying to get a man's interest. You see the problem? It's the area. It's the environment. Hmm. Sam's Beauty. What? Who's Sam's Beauty? I'm in a 6-year relationship. How do I get my boyfriend to marry? Girl, by 6 years, he pays all the bills, what I want, and I don't work, takes me traveling. Okay. Have you ever researched him? Have you ever Googled him and really done a deep, deep research? First of all, do that first. That's going to answer half your questions. Second, has he ever been married before? He's Middle Eastern man. Is he? Are you Middle Eastern? Are you of the same culture? Hmm. Then he ain't finna marry you. How many times did I tell y'all? He will date you for many years, but he will never marry you. Hmm. They marry in their culture. Okay. Your best bet is just to get pregnant. Then he will marry you, hopefully, because then he'll feel like he sinned and he got to marry you. Your best bet is to go ahead and get pregnant if you want to marry him. Otherwise, he ain't gonna marry you unless you having his baby and convert to his religion. Uh, okay. Well, he's not stupid. Okay. Well, I hope he's not stupid, but you know, mhm, that's the only way he's gonna get married. He's not religious, but you don't know because he hasn't asked you to marry him. His family might be religious. He might not be, but his family is, and they really influence. They have a lot of influence. His family's not. Okay. Well, then you got to pull the I'm leaving. Well, it's been fun, but I'm ready to get married and have kids and have a family. So I'm gonna go out and figure out how I'm gonna do that. It was a great relationship. I truly enjoyed it. Now I'm on to the next. And then he'll marry you. Well, you're like, it was great. I had fun. I'll always remember you. Now I gotta go get me a husband. Okay? Just say that. Give him the ultimatum. Exactly. It's like, you know what? I'm coming to a time in my life where I want to get married and settle down and do these nice things with some, don't say him, with someone, and I don't see our relationship going in that direction. Obviously, you don't either. So, what do you want to do? Well, I was going to eventually marry you. Da, da, da. I said, well, and then say, okay, well, it's been 6 years. Either you know or you don't know. Which one is it? Because I'm ready. And if you're not, I'm just going to have to move on without you. That's all you got to say. Just move on. And see, if he really loves you, he'll marry you. If he doesn't care, then he'll let you go. That's how you can find out. Don't be so afraid to find out that you stay a girlfriend for 20 years. Hmm. Don't sit there for 20 years. Do you have any tips on how to get a man to invest in your startup business? Yes, never tell him you have a business. Get money, double, tell him whatever you need, double it and take the other half and put it towards your business. Okay. If your bills are this much, double that, pay your bills, take that money, invest it in your business. Okay. That's how you do it. You never tell them about a business. Stop talking. Okay. It's a secret. If they think they're investing in your business, they think they're investing in you leaving them. Okay. So just don't talk. Same thing. Double your bill money. Save the rest. Y'all are doing everything backwards. Whatever you ask for, whatever they give you, double, tell them double. How much do you need for your bills? How much do you need? I need $3,000. If your bills are half that or close to it, at least you know you can save 500 or $1,000 each time that they give you money and have your own stuff. If they think that you want something from them and they're going to dangle stuff over your head in order to get it, if you just tell them you just need your bills paid, that's the bare minimum, but you've doubled that money, they have nothing to hang over your head except one thing, the bills, and that becomes automatic. So double your bill money. You don't ask for individual things. You double the bill money and go buy whatever you want or save how much you need to save with that doubled money. Okay? So make sure. How many eggs does an ugly sword have, girl? It's a jagged piece of glass, that one. Men always like my masculine energy because it made me cool and funny. I'm having a hard time with it coming out a lot, even though I look really feminine. I feel like it's changing my personality. Yeah. Um, yeah, men like masculine energy because it makes you more friendly like a dude. But they will go crazy over feminine energy. You ever seen those women that just have their men just like doing whatever they want? It's because they're feminine. So the feminine energy turns them crazy. That's why you really have to put it out there. Mhm. Mhm. You are a bi man. Well, good for you. Truth on the Middle Eastern culture. Okay, yeah. I like whenever someone tells me that they're dating a certain culture and I know that culture rarely marries outside of their own culture, I tell them just don't even bother or whatever. I said they're sowing their royal oats like it coming to America. I don't think women should have to work unless they want to. Good. Because most of them don't want to. Believe me. You start to dislike your boyfriend and loving myself more and older men. Well, if you can't if your man can't make you appreciate him or need him in any type of way, then what use is he? You know, how can to be extra feminine besides the looks? The voice, the accessories, of course, the type of thing you wear, the colors you wear, the way you smell. It's physical. Not talking about certain subjects, not being crude, not cursing, not screaming loud, okay? Not using slang words. It's the opposite of a man, okay? Right. Feminine energy gets masculine women to spin on you, of course. Even if you're around a masculine woman, if you put your feminine energy on, they're more likely to give you favor and they won't even realize why, you know, because it's all energy. So if you see a masculine woman and you're acting extra super feminine, they will act as the man in that situation. Uh-huh. Yeah. Guys like when you act shy. Do they? Yeah, if act. But when you really are shy and it's not an act anymore, they think you're just a little strange. A little strange. Everybody, like, you can act shy, but if you really are shy and you're awkward, they don't like that. They like you act shy for a second and it's like playful, but they don't like real shy. Mhm. A masculine woman doesn't have to be a gay woman. She doesn't have to be lesbian. She can just be masculine in her energy. Who texted me? Hmm. Ooh, hold on. You used to be shy. They start thinking something is off. Yep. I got you got chivalrous around them. You get chivalrous around women. Oh, that's nice. And it's true. You can take the most mugtown man, but if you put a feminine woman in front of them, they're gonna turn all masculine, wanna be the hero and go open the door and all that stuff. Thank you, Stephanie Wilson. What does it mean if a man says he likes women who can get their hands dirty? That means who are not prissy and going to want everything done for them. Like, I'm not getting my hands dirty because my nails. Um, I don't get my hands dirty. I hire somebody to get their hands dirty, or you hire to get their hands dirty. He wants someone that's gonna get up and do the dirty work. Basically, that's what he's saying. Dirty work. You're for dirty work. But thank you for the donation. Nobody asked me to get my hands dirty. Okay. Mhm. How to know if a man is investing in you when you're dating casually, what to look for, how much money he's spending. The more money they spend and the longer you date, the more they've invested. That's why you need to try to go to expensive places. Yeah, yeah, it's not a game. It's not about being a gold digger. Mentally, the more someone invests into something, the more they care about it. Okay? You up here spending thousands and thousands of dollars. You're not gonna ghost that because that means they got the better end of the deal. So that's what y'all women don't understand. Y'all have to think about it from the opposite side. If you are a man and you spent weeks, months spending thousands of dollars on this chick and you've never slept with her, and when you finally get some, are you gonna ghost her and go start all over with another woman and spend thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars on her, wait months or weeks or whatever, how long it takes you to get it to sleep with her? No, because that anticipation is drawing you in. You're not going to ghost someone after waiting and investing and dreaming and lusting and building that energy up. You're just not. And if you do, then, it must have been really bad, awkward, and something had to happen. Okay. But if it was great, that chick's getting ready to get a new car, new nice place, you know, um, possibly, put up to girlfriend status. All of that. She should already be your girlfriend before you can get some. So women who rush to sleep with a man just because you've been on 4 dates to a nice restaurant, that's nothing. That's a credit card bill. Okay. So investment is the key. Okay. They're not going to let you drive a car off any car lot for the price of 4 dates. Think about that. Y'all are letting these guys get away with it so cheap. If a man sees you as a fragile, lost, useless person and now ghosts you, what to do? They were, I don't know if you're over emotional. I don't know. Stop being so emotional. That's my best advice. Stop being emotional. Play the game. Um, get you a new one. You got to move on. If you keep moving backwards, you're going to keep moving backwards, if you know what I mean. Move forward. Every person is a lesson. If it didn't work, go to the next person and try a new technique. Okay? You don't go back and try with the same person again, something different. It's stupid. They already know. Okay? That's like trying to rob someone and they recognize you and you go back and try to rob them again and they still know it's you. Okay? You're not fooling anybody. No. Move to the next person that don't know you're crazy and don't know you're weak and don't know you're an emotional mess and start over. Okay? Get control of your emotions. Mhm. So, being cute, you know, whenever someone says, "Oh, you're so pretty," why are you single? They already know something is wrong. If you look good and you single, first, either they think you're a gold digger and you have high standards, or something is wrong with you. So, the best one to choose is a gold digger. At least they know how to get what they want. Okay. If you cute and single and you're not, if you're cute and single and haven't been snatched up by now, either you're a gold digger and you have high standards, or you crazy. I'd rather be gold digger with high standards. Hmm. So choose the gold digging with high standards. At least they don't have to worry about dealing with all your baggage and your issues. You can also be a career woman. Yeah, I'm a career woman, but I don't leave my house to be a career woman. Okay. I don't step outside my house. In fact, I probably make more than most career women do, staying at home. And I don't have to leave. I don't have to put my kids in no daycare. I don't have to do nothing but stay here because I found someone that would allow me to do that in order to build up my own thing, you know. So I don't have to have a career and build somebody else's company up. Okay. Bragging on a career is like bragging on how much money you're giving, how much work you're doing for another company. Okay. That's how I see it. Oh, I have a career. They give me a little bit to build up their company to billions. Okay. Well, I got my own company. I got my own business, and all of it goes back to me, except for whatever the taxes take out. But that's about it. I'm building up myself. So when I look back, I can have my own. I can have employees. I can do this and that. So a career to me, honestly, in the long run, as soon as they have a layoff, as soon as they don't need you anymore, you're gone. But you can always go get another career, or I mean another job because you do have a career. So it's still good, but it's not as good as it can be, you know, owning your own business. Because if I had a career, I would make sure I'm either if I was single and I had a career, I would make sure I was investing in myself so I could one day have my own business and get out of the career. I mean, if you break down the word career, just about how it sounds is not good. You're being rear-ended. The car, the car is rear. You being rear-ended. That's what you doing. That's what's happening. Okay. Like I'm not gonna be car rear-ended unless Mm. See, I've had so many women call me up when we have consultations. I call them actually. Uh, well, how do I get my career? They laid me off after 20 years. Of course they did. You're nothing to them. 20 years. Oh well, you're just an employee. Bye. We've used you enough. We're good. We don't need you no more. Bye. And you've been loyal to them. It's the same thing as being Bob the Builder to a company. So we'll talk about that another time because I gotta go. But don't be no Bob the Builder for no other company either. Be Bob the Builder for yourself, if anything, or get Bob to give you money to build your own. Okay. Bob got some money. He a contractor. Thank you, Janice Thompson. You're speaking the gospel. Yes. Get Bob to get Bob to invest in your company. Okay. Don't build his. Get Bob to invest in yours. All right. If you're gonna have anything to do with Bob, it better be Bob's money only. I'll see you later. Bye.